the channel Ruchi's Teaching. This is Ruchi here. Today in this video I am going to explain about using char data type. This is one of the part of the data types. So it comes under part 7. So this will be the last part of data type. Okay, here I am going to discuss about the signed, unsigned chars and circles, signed and unsigned circles, and how to retrieve the data, by using data type char. Okay, and when you use unsigned char, what happens? When you use signed char, what happens? And how the data is retrieved and given out on the as output. All those things I'll be discussing through examples. Okay, so before I enter into the video, I just want to say that please, if you are new to the channel or newly watching the video, please subscribe my channel. Channel is Ruchi's Teaching, and just don't see and go away. Please try to. I hope after completely watching this video, you will like it. Please give a like to it, share to your friends, and subscribe the channel. During subscribing the channel, there will be one bell button. I hope you all know this, but still I want to say it. So you just give a click on bell button, and in that bell button you have all option. If you click all option only, all the notifications from my device you will be coming into your device. Okay, now let's enter into the video. We'll be discussing about the signed char and unsigned char circles. Okay, now I'll draw the circles, just watch it. Now signed char and unsigned char circles. Okay, I am drawing circles. Why I am drawing circles? Through these circles only you will be understanding how the data is retrieved and how the data is stored. Okay, now so under signed char, you have the range of the values are from 0 to 128. That means from 127 to 128. Okay, from minus 128 to 127 is for signed char. Okay, understood? Minus 128 to 127 is the range for the signed char. Now I am discussing about the signed char circle. In this you have signed means what? You have positive and negative values. So that's why minus is there, positive values are there. So here you have, it starts from 0, right? It starts from 0. Are you getting? It starts from 0. Now positive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that it comes around 127. Okay, like this, 126, 125. Okay, are you getting? Now these are the positive values. So this is clockwise direction and this is negative values. So negative values, how you will display on it? Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. It comes around minus 128. Okay, like this. If you come like this, minus 127, minus 126, like this, you will be having the signed circle. This is signed char circle. Okay, now the format specifier for this is %C. Okay, all these things, the properties of that we have discussed in our earlier classes, that is in data type part 6. Okay, if you want to just check it out, you can check out in data type part 6 regarding this format specifiers. Okay, of character only I'm discussing about. I'm saying about character. Now this is the signed char circle. Okay, your range will be minus 28 to minus 128 to 127 is the range of the values. Now we'll go with the unsigned char, right? Now under unsigned char, here also again, now this is the range will be from 0 to 255. So range of the unsigned char circle, that is unsigned char data type, the range is from 0 to 255 characters. That means only positive characters it will take. Only positive values it will take. There are no negative values under unsigned. Okay, so that's why it has 256 characters along with the 0 I am saying. So the range of the values is 0 to 255. Now I'll be writing the range of the values on the circle. Just check it out. See, unsigned char data type and percentile C is the format specifier. Okay, now it starts from 0 like this. So positive values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it goes around like this and it comes to 255, 254. Okay. Okay, are you getting? So 0 to 255 is the unsigned char circle. Okay, so these are the circles, signed char circle and unsigned char circles. Now I am going to discuss why I have drawn all these things. Is I just want to show you how the numbers, values are displayed on the circle. When you ask the computer to retrieve any value, that compiler will enter into these circles and it will check out whether that particular value is there or not, like which you are giving as input, or if you want any output, it will go into these circles and check the values. Okay, if you declare signed char data type, it will enter into this circle. If you declare unsigned char data type, it will enter into the unsigned char circle and it will check the values whether they are it will compare the values which you have given. If you are asking to retrieve the value, it will check. If you want to assign any value to the data type or any variable, then also it will check these circles. Okay, now next I am going to give some examples like how to retrieve the data and how to assign the data. When you are retrieving and you are assigning, what happens to these circles, like how the compiler acts on these circles, all those things we will discuss with the small programs, small example programs. Okay, okay, now I am going to discuss I will give some examples example program to display the character, okay, by using char data type. Okay, now for that you have to write the program like this: #include stdio.h #include conio.h. So these are the header files you have to include. Now entering into the program, int main. Okay, now we are writing the program. Now first what I have to do, I will declare the character. While declaring, I am using char, right? While declaring, I am using char data type. I'll take x as the variable and I am assigning one character, that is capital letter A, to the variable, character data type variable. Okay, so here declaration part is completed. Now I want to show this character A on the output. How will I do? I have to go with printf, open the brackets, double quotes. Now how I will display this character A is, for that I have to give percentile C. Format specifier is percentile C. When I give percentile C, it will give the output in the same way as A. See what happens. Now where the variable is there in X, where the value is there, the value is in X. So I am writing X here and I am closing this. Okay. Now these are the functions. When we discuss about functions, I will explain you about this. Don't worry about this getChar. Return. So compulsory you have to write like this. Next, close it. Now when you have declared character x equal to char x equal to A, the moment the compiler comes here, when it executes this statement, it checks that x variable has been declared. The moment it sees that x variable has been declared with the character A, it takes 1 byte of memory in the system and it gives a name to it as x, because I have given variable name as x. Okay, so it will be giving x as the name to this particular space. So that space will be 1 byte space. That is 1 byte memory will be there. Why 1 byte memory will be there is because I am declaring character data type. So char data type will take 1 byte memory. Okay, 1 byte is nothing but 8 bits of memory size. Okay. Next, now it has been declared like it has been declared automatically. It will locate the space for this x. 1 byte of memory space is located to the x. Now what happens? Next, it is saying here, what I am saying, I am declaring character x variable as character data type over 1 byte of memory is been declared. That is the meaning for this. Okay. Now next, what I did, I have assigned a character, a capital A character to this x. So when it sees that I have given character A, okay, next it comes, it will not display anything or it will not store anything. Like what happens is, see, first size is given, then assigning, first declaration part is over with this, then it comes to the assign. And what we have did here, I have assigned a character A, capital letter A in single quotes. The moment it sees that, it will store this one here. Just this is the temporary storage. That means declaration part is over, assigning part is over. Next comes to the, after completing this, so this step is done with this. Okay, this step is completed with this, right? Next comes to the printf statement. When it sees percentile C, that means it has to give the character only. It has to display the character on the screen as the output. Why? Because formatter specifier is percentile C. Next, where that value is stored, that value is stored in X. It will retrieve this A from this storage. It will, this printf statement will retrieve the value of this X from this storage, and it will retrieve that value and it will display output like this. Okay, the output will be like this. So this is about the char. If you give percentile C, it will give the character A. Suppose if you are giving, instead of percentile C, you are giving percentile D, then what happens? Then what happens? Now already we have discussed regarding this in our earlier, that is last class, that is data type part 6. There I said ASCII codes. So in this ASCII codes, for capital letters you have different codes, for lowercase letters you have different codes, for symbols, for digits, everything you have different numerical values. So when you are giving percentile D, it will not give the value you have given here. It will go and check in ASCII code chart what I have given capital A. So it will check the capital, for the capital letter A, which value is there, which numerical value is there. So you just go and check that ASCII code chart. Already I have given there. I have given for A equal to 65, A equal to 65, B equal to 66, C equal to 67. So like this you have numerical values, ASCII codes. So if you give percentile D here, sorry, if you give percentile D here, that means it will not display this letter. The output will not be this one. Your output will be 65. Okay, your output will be 65. That means the numerical value which is given or which is assigned to that particular letters, alphabets, that value it will take if you give percentile D. Okay, so this is about the retrieving part. And suppose instead of here character, instead of A, I am assigning 5 letter. Okay, I am assigning, what I am assigning here, I am assigning letter 5. Okay, now if you are assigning 5 here, what do you think, what happens? What will be the output? Just tell me. Okay, now here I gave percentile D. Now what happens here is, it will, the moment it sees the percentile D format specifier, it enters into that ASCII code. Okay, ASCII code, it will enter into the ASCII code chart and it will check the ASCII codes for digits. So what is the numerical value for digit 5? It will check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is the numerical value for Y5? That numerical value will be displayed here and not 5. Okay, for 5, what is the numerical value given to that particular 5? That means the numerical value, that particular unique numerical value has been given to the each digit. So that numerical value, which is called ASCII code, is displayed in the output. Okay, suppose instead of D, percentile D, if you have given C, what is that? You want the compiler to display character which you have assigned to the variable. So that character, what is the character you have assigned here is 5. So that 5 is displayed here. Okay, that particular character is displayed over there. So understood, this is the way how the compiler checks the characters data types. Okay, and here when I have given char x, that means you should think that by default it is going to take signed data type. This is default one. Okay, default is signed. Or suppose you have think that you have given unsigned char. Now you just check what happens. Unsigned char x equal to, think that 5 you have given. Unsigned char x equal to 5. Now what, at the moment you have used unsigned char data type, it will enter into the unsigned character circle. So unsigned character data type will hold only positive values from 0 to 255. So already I have given that circle, so it enters into the circle. Which circle? Unsigned character data type. There it will check whether this 5 is there in this circle or not. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 is there. The moment it sees 5 is there, then the output it will give 5. Okay, understood? So, or else if you give -5, what happens? it checks in this first. It checks in this. If it is not there, it will enter into the signed data type. Okay, then there whichever number is there near that -5, that value it will display. Okay, so this is how you will be using character data types and signed and unsigned. I have explained. So all these things will be checking with the ASCII codes, and then it will display the values. Whether if you give, it depends on your program, whichever format specify you are giving, %C or %D, then it will see that and it will retrieve the values and it will display on the output. So with this I have completed the using character data types. Okay, next class I'll be starting with operator. So with this I have completed whole data types chapter of C language. Okay, I think I hope you liked this, you understood it properly. If you have still any doubts, please let me know through comment section. If whatever doubts you think or you get, so please comment it through comment section, so that I will just see it and I will try to reply to your comments. Okay, for your doubts I'll try to solve your doubts. Okay, and before I wind up, I just want to say that please once again I'm telling, please support the channel. If you are newly watching this video, please try to subscribe the channel Ruchi's Teaching, and don't forget to click the bell button also. Okay, if you have liked it, please like it, share it and subscribe it. Okay, bye, thank you.